Hi everybody, Rick from Dr. B's. Got over 200 videos out there now, so I thought I'd read a little bit of viewer feedback and let you know the kind of things that are coming in. It's been overwhelmingly positive, and I have to thank everybody for that. It's been a really great experience so far.
It's a good feeling.
Getting right into it, here's one. I've been playing for a long time, and I started getting pain in my left hand about 3 years ago. Playing with the lightest touch possible eliminated all the pain, but it was a job trying to make my brain relearn to do this. And you'll hear me talk about that brain learning thing, neuroscience. I just saw a video today on YouTube about Stevie Ray Vaughan and the fact that he would sometimes tear his calluses off and super glue them back on.
Oh, yucky.
And that he had significant pain and stiffness in his hands and wrists. So it's a real thing, and I just don't want to see people go through that if you can help it. And I've got a bunch of videos like that. It was really good to hear from some fellow nurses. I had nurses get a hold of me and say they worked intensive care for 30 or 40 years. A drug and alcohol counselor get a hold of me that had been doing that for almost 20 years. So it's pretty cool. I talk a lot about pain. I make adaptive guitars for people who have pain in almost any area. Strumming shoulder, fretting wrist, that sort of stuff. And so a lot of these comments relate to that, or my constant advice to try and use lighter strings and decrease the amount of stress that you're putting your fingers through. Wow, I should have noticed 30 years ago as a professional player, thanks. I have mostly worked as troubadour with a D-size arm bender and a long time on 13 strings. Not anymore though. Now that's an acoustic, and of course the strings are a little bit bigger, but it doesn't hurt to try to bring them down if you can. And here, great video. Watch neuroscientist David Engelman, who said it's been proven that if you take on a new task, any task, your brain will work with you 50-50 every single time. I found this helpful. And here's one. Dude, just retired last year after a 40-year career as a nurse. Been playing since I was 16. I subscribed. That's the kind of stuff I love to hear. It's good to get the feedback. I love to get the questions. I answer everybody's comments. So if you got a comment, if you got a question, put it in a comment. I'm happy to get a hold of you and let you know. Old Man Shreds says on the gluing video, looking very beautiful. The guitar, I mean. Here's one of my favorites. I'm still on the long form. Hey nurse, nice video. Learn about your diet.
Oh look, a deli meat.
So, some people may be angry about a video like that or a comment like that, but I got a big kick out of that. I was laughing my head off. Here's a really important one. I see no evidence in the video that you're able to play fast and precise. So on what qualifications are your arguments based? No secret of the fact that I am not a good guitar player or a fast guitar player, but I continue to improve all the time. I continue to learn all the time, and that's the kind of thing on which my premises are based, along with all the learning that I do. I work with an occupational therapist, an orthopedic surgeon, and so I'm learning all the time about the stresses that go into the hand and how to be more articulate, relieve the stresses, and make things work better. On the video, A Matter of Use, I'm 71, and what you say is true, it's sad to say. So the stuff will catch up with you eventually. It's good to have that affirmation from people, hey, yes, I am experiencing the kind of things you're experiencing. I'm sorry that's happening to people, but the more I get the word out there, the more younger people can try to avoid this by taking better care of their hands and not stressing them out unnecessarily with heavy strings and just other day-to-day work. On the video, it doesn't matter how your guitar looks, I get a comment, BS.
A bullshit?
Everybody's entitled to their opinion. You can play almost anything. It can be built out of glass. Somebody's making glass guitars, the whole guitar out of glass. Aluminum, Rickenbacker had the frying pan, so metallic stuff. You can make them out of whatever you want. I just prefer good, wood, classic woods, tone woods. I was talking about machine heads and the worm gear not being reversible, and somebody says, cool story, I'm flabbergasted, mate. Not everybody's going to be entertained by what I do, but there are those that learn a few things. And it's true, you can't reverse a worm gear. So on the glue up video, I got 2 comments from one guy. The first one says, you said 7 layers. Second comment, but probably 50. That's an answer to the question, how many layers can you glue up? I won't try 50. I was frantic just trying to get this done if you watch the video. 7 or 9 is about the most I'll do. Yeah, 50 layers means they're all about paper thin, and it's basically a tight bond glue neck with some paper squeezed in between. Personally, I don't know how thin you can get, and I think he was just kind of horsing around. Yeah, you could do 50 layers, but just because you can doesn't mean you should. Yeah, the video where I saw the guitar in half, guy says, boy, I'd be raging bad, probably why I don't build guitars. I'd have a big pile of firewood if I gave up on a lot of the stuff that I made mistakes on. And so I thought it was a way to salvage it and learn at the same time. And that guitar is actually turning out absolutely beautiful. I'll have a video on it and point out that that's the one that I took the table saw to. Same video, another comment. So would you say you had some truss issues with it? I can appreciate a good pun now and then. Same video, just has a thumbs up emoji. I appreciate all those comments. It just helps me keep doing what I'm doing and loving doing it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. See you in another video.